Hello, hello, hello. Oh, how's everyone doing this evening? I see you guys coming in. Hope you all had a good day. As usual, we are here with another amazing wealth building strategy. This one I love because it is very simplistic and something that many of us already know how to do. So I'm a little early. We'll give it a few minutes.
Hello, ma'am.
Hey, T-Shine, how are you?
All right.
Good, good, good.
I sent over the invite to Miss Kia
Okay.
and
Is that how you pronounce your name? Kia, not Kaya? Kayba?
Kayba. Kayba. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm looking at two different things. Yes.
And unrelated, we're recording, so I'll just kind of be vague. Did you see the email I just sent you? I forwarded to your OEO.
Me-
Look at it later when we're done.
Okay. make sure this is not working, so.
Odd that nobody's on yet.
It looks like none of the emails went out. I gotta send it again because it looks. This happened before and I don't know why. It looks like it has captured this. I tracked this before and it was just an odd. Download it again. See if this works.
No, I got it at noon today.
Yeah, I know that. I think this is the other, because it is so weird. And I'm just gonna do it again and see if I can replicate this. See, it shows on my end that it was.
Did you send it out more than once today? Because like I said, I got it at noon. I got the newsletter at noon.
Yeah, that's the one, but it looks like the other, like
A reminder message.
yeah, it just doesn't look like what we are. And then let's see. Let me make sure this. Yeah. Super odd. These are one of those
Get the
things.
reminder. Yeah, I'm looking now. Typically, I did not get the reminder email.
See, that's
Hello.
Hello.
hello, ma'am.
How are you? Is it Kayba? Is that how you pronounce your name?
Kayba.
Very nice. Very, very nice to meet you. I'm Tawana. I know you've been talking to Talisha.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am.
Nice to meet y'all.
Likewise.
Very, very nice to meet you. So excited for you to take your time out and kind of talk to us. I'll give you a little bit of information about the 10K. And Talisha's looking through some of our emails. Our email reminder didn't go out today, so she's troubleshooting that.
Okay. So it's a few other people.
So it'll be the community will come in.
Okay.
So if we can get this going right, they'll come in. If not, we're recording, right?
Okay.
And then we'll email this out to all of them when we're done.
Okay.
So we apologize for the technical difficulty. Typically, the community's here in the Zoom with us, and the chat is going crazy.
Yeah, this is so cool.
We roll with the technology challenges, girl.
Listen, that's what you have to do these days. It's like technology will do it. And so you just have to roll with the punches. So
we do that really, really well around here.
Yeah.
But my name is Tawana Rivers. I am the CEO of the 10K Project, and we're a wealth building community. I'm sure Talisha told you a little bit about us, but we teach the everyday investor how to build wealth, right? And we do it in the ways that are not your most spoken about ways, right? So we really look at alternative wealth building strategies and some of those things that you just overlook, right? Because you think it's so simple, you don't even consider it. The other thing we do is every Tuesday evening, we bring a new Black founder to the community of investors to pitch their business.
Gotcha.
We raise capital for them. So we have done that we're in year 4. In a couple of months, we'll be celebrating our official 4 years. We've raised capital for about 150, a little bit more than 150 founders, very close to about $3 million. So we're making a big impact for Black founders here at the 10K Project, and we're super excited. And it's only possible because amazing people like you agree to come on and talk to us about how you've built wealth, right? And so when you told me about what you were doing, I thought, I was speechless because I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, first of all, now I'm not included in this scenario, right? Because I'm not a hair person, right? Never was,
Yeah.
even as a child. I was the person who just challenged in that area, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think about how many people possess a skill, right? That
Yep.
they have done for years and years and years and years and years, and they don't even think about marketing it as a viable business and a way to build wealth, either as a side hustle or their main hustle or whatever. And you've successfully been able to do that. And so I wanted to talk about that because I am just amazed, right?
Yes.
I am
Me
absolutely
too.
I love that. She said,
Honest.
me too.
So if you would, let's start by please introducing yourself to us and telling the community a little bit about you and how you got started and all the good stuff we want to know.
Okay, I will. So my name is Kayba Brooks. I am from Newport News, Virginia. I've always known how to braid for like my entire life. So I've known how to do like the basic cornrows and the basic like plaits. I did like my grandma's hair, my friends' hair, but I never thought of it as being a career for myself. It was just something that I knew how to do. And so I went to school for teaching. I wanted to create my own school and like really work on education policy and just change the world in that way. So I went to school. I got a bachelor's in African American Studies and sociology. Also have a master of teaching. I wanted to create my own school and become a principal. So I went to school for education leadership. So I did all the things like to prepare myself on the road of teaching. I taught middle school and a public school, also a charter school. So I was really like invested in teaching and thought that was going to be my career path. I think after the pandemic, just the stressors of education and teaching kind of started to get to me. And I was like, okay, what can I do? At the same time, I started braiding and doing like more like skills with weave and doing knotless braids and just all the things that ladies want. And so it almost seems like at the same time that I was kind of trying to transition and figure out what I wanted to do outside of the classroom, it's like my braiding became what was my passion in a sense. And so I really found out, I'm sure we'll get deeper into it, but I found a way to blend both of the things that I really love, teaching and braiding together, to really like become my own boss and figure out where and how I want to expand. So it's really been a fun journey, an interesting one, but one that I'm like, you never know, like how you mentioned before about the skills that you have and how you can combine everything, things that are natural to you and also things that you learn to create like income.
Wonderful. Congratulations for putting it all
Thank
together
you.
in a way that
Yeah.
it has changed your life. And I love that. First of all, even if you didn't say I have passion, you exude that, right? So as you
Yeah.
talk about it, I see that, right? And so I love that you found something that gives you passion. Because a lot of times we'll have wealth builders on and they'll just see, they'll say, I'm good at this thing, right? My passion is somewhere else, but I'm really good at this. So I profit off of this.
Right.
I love that you
Mhm.
found a way to marry the two things. I think
Yes.
cool. So I joke that growing up I never could braid. I was
Mhm.
the two little cornrows to the back kind of girl, right? And just
Right.
tail. Finally, my mother started sending me to the salon every week, and that was just a blessing because I was not skilled like some of my other friends were. And even then, people were making a little money on the side, a couple of dollars here and there, but really, you never heard about it being wealth building, right? And it was always one of those skills. Braiding is different than some of the other salon services because that was always something too that felt like it was done on the side, right?
Right.
It was always the side hustle, never the hustle, right? And you see now more braiding, actual, catering to salons or salons catering to braiding now. But back in the day, I know I didn't see that. So tell us about the journey that you've evolved to. Like, what does the business model look like now? How do you get clients? And what does the education look like? Because I know you offer some extensive education to help other people kind of be able to do some of the same things that you've done in your journey.
Right. So now it's transitioned from me being like the braider to me being someone who teaches other people how to braid. And so a lot of it is a braid camp. So I teach younger ladies like how to braid. So I teach them the skills and I also try to, depending on where they at, because some of our girls are in middle school and some are in high school, but they all come together. And so it's kind of figuring out where they are in their journey and matching up what they need from me. So some of them are just learning how to braid to do it for themselves, but some of them are ready to take the next step and to create a business for themselves. So I talk to them about my own journey and the things that I know about creating a business and how to market. And a lot of my journey has been based off of social media, and it's very like relevant and something that they can like match with. And so we talk a lot about that. And so that's one realm of it. And then another realm is a lot of adults who come are looking to braid for themselves. So they are looking to braid their kids' hair. I did not expect that to be a large majority of like who would be my customer base, but it's a lot of moms who are looking to do their teenage daughter's hair and to learn those skills. And so for them, it's not really necessarily teaching them anything about business or marketing, but that is just empowering them in that way. And then for some others who are coming to learn about business, I'm one of those people, and people are always shocked, like, you're willing to tell other people like what you've done to grow in this way. And I'm like, yes, there is so much out here for all of us to really braid. And you may be the braider or the business person for someone else. You may have a specific niche that works for you that I haven't necessarily tapped into, but I love being able to empower other people.
Yeah, that's good. I love that the moms are educating themselves. I had a boy, right? So luckily I didn't have to come to you for lessons. But had I had a girl, I would have had to, because when I tell you that the struggle is real, it's real.
Right.
But even as I think about myself, it's one of those skills I wouldn't mind acquiring. Like I wouldn't like on those times where I've got like emergency vacations, right? And my braid girl is busy and you can't get in till like next Tuesday, but I leave on Saturday. I would love to be able to do something simple enough that it gets me through, right? That's always been one of those things as a woman, especially as a Black woman, because most Black women know how to do hair. I always felt, you don't think so?
No, I felt that way too.
I just kind of feel like I'm the minority in this.
No. And surprisingly, I think that's why this has been very successful, because a lot of people assume that. And then also, like, as a customer, you're like, I don't know how to cornrow. Like, you know, you're telling somebody to the side, I don't really know how. And so when you find a space where somebody is teaching you, and I'm like, no, you're going to learn, they're excited. So I really feel like it's one of those things that we all assume everybody can. And I have found that a lot of people can't. My beginner's class was like the seller.
Interesting.
I can attest to that. Like, not knowing how to braid, my hair doesn't do it. So I had two things. I didn't know how. And then when I tried, it was a plait, but nothing stuck in my hair. Like I always said, Ashford and Simpson, the cover of their album of Come As You Are, I begged my mother to put beads in my hair because that's what I wanted to look like.
That's an iconic
like, yeah, she's like, this is not gonna happen for you, but she let me in literally 2 hours of braids, and then it took 30 minutes for them to all fall out. Just like literally. So I was always like, I'm just not, I'm not gonna mess with it. And it's a sore spot because I can't do it. But I too have a daughter, and she doesn't know how to braid because I can't teach her how to braid her hair. And we have two different textures of hair, but it's like not everyone knows how to do hair. It's just a defaulted thing that we're like supposed to. And I'm like, how am I supposed to know something that I've never done, and nor have I been shown how to do?
Right.
Does your hair
art, right? I think it's an art. Like, like you think about somebody who you put a canvas in front of them for the first time and they paint a masterpiece, and you're like, how the heck did they know to do that?
Right.
How do you even know, like two strand, how to do any of this stuff? It's so difficult to do. Like, I mean, I wouldn't have any, the mechanics, but just because I know all the pieces doesn't, it's just like cooking. Just because I have the ingredients, I don't know how this works. If I throw it in the pan, do I stir it? You have no clue. And that's how people have done my hair, but that doesn't mean I know how to do my hair.
Right.
So I always say that's a skill that I do not possess, and I would love to learn.
Yes.
So how do you teach people virtually, or do you, right? Or all the classes online? Oh, okay, perfect. So you do. So tell us how that works, because I would imagine that's an extra layer of complexity, right?
It is.
Instruction into all of that.
So luckily, during the pandemic, like I said, I'm a teacher. So by by day, if you will, not anymore, but by training. And so for a whole year, we piloted our school online. So our school, you know, we did every single thing online, and I really didn't, I enjoyed it in the moment, but I see how it helped me to be like capable to teach other things online as well. So that really helped me to be able to know how to teach online. And so what it looks like for people who are learning virtually is they sign up and I send them a virtual braiders kit. So my braiders kit comes with all the essentials that you need for whatever class you're taking. And so they get a nice kit. I actually bought some new ones that I'm really excited about. And they get that shipped to their house and we do a Zoom like this. And so I think that I've sort of, I won't say perfected, but I do know the steps and like how to do it very well. So I feel like it translates well over the computer. And yeah, we just have a good time and they're really excited. And so I think the biggest thing is just having that aha moment of, wow, I learned this and I learned it virtually. That makes people excited. And so the virtual aspect has been very good because I'm here in Atlanta. I didn't mention that now. I said I was from Newport News, but I moved to Atlanta about 4 years ago. So a lot of my classes are here, but it allows me to access like other people all around the world who are looking to braid. And so it's been exciting.
I love this. And I love that you're taking young girls, right?
Mm-hmm.
Teaching them a skill, right? That they can use for themselves or that they can market. Think about all the student loans that will be avoided, right?
Yes.
Because you teach them how to braid, they can go on campus and make some money. Like I
Precisely.
love that. And you're instilling that in them so young to allow them to be empowered. So congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
Feel really good, especially as an educator, right? To know that giving them something that they can really take and make a change in their life. But I love that.
For sure. I think that's the part that I love about it. And that's where I get to like blend my love for education, but I'm teaching you a skill that, like you said, you can use forever and you can put it down. You may not use it for another 20 years like myself, you know what I mean? And then you come and it becomes like something that changes your life because it truly has changed my life.
Mm-hmm. How do you keep up on all the trends? So, you know, I'd say I have a braider. I would love to believe my braider is the best, right, in town.
Yeah.
But I see some of the stuff she does, and I'm like, first of all, braiders are always booked. So when do you have time to learn this new technique or skill, right? And then it's like there's always something new coming down the pike. So it's like, how do you stay educated as an educator?
Mm-hmm. I think when you're thinking, for me, in terms of just, I think I stick to the braiding skills that I know how to do really well. So like I said, I do not list soft locks and feed-ins. So I know how to do those really well. So I stay out of kind of like some of the trendier things. But I think for me, what I'm kind of leaning more into is educating myself on like the marketing and the business aspect of it, because that is what is very new, like new territory for me. So I've taken a couple classes. I try to get on people's lives. Like I'm just looking for different ways to educate myself in that way. Just so, because business is a whole new venture for me and marketing and all the things to order myself in that way. So I kind of stay away from the trendier things, but my education is in the more business aspect of it all.
Nice. You're almost separating yourself, right, from the pack in a lot of ways. And what that allows for is you also then can package yourself as a consultant to some of those independent stylists that are build up their marketing and build up their business.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
Transition for you when you think about the evolution of your business.
Exactly.
And that's transitions people into it as well. Like people who don't know that this could be a business. I think that's another thing. Again, just thinking of it as a skill. Oh, I just do it. I would never formulate a business around it. You're the person who they could go to and say, yes, it actually can be a full-fledged business, not just some side hustle that you do in the
Exactly. And in terms of like someone has to teach the teacher. And so it will be a nice transition eventually. Like something I'm working on is creating something to teach people how to teach. I think it has come naturally to me to transition into this field and teach how to braid, but everyone who can braid may not necessarily be able to translate it into a teaching model. And so eventually I would love to use my skills to be able to teach other people how to actually teach and how to run a full class. So that's exciting for me.
That's very exciting. And that's so true. You can, just because you have a skill doesn't mean you can teach it to someone else.
Right.
That's hard.
So I definitely want you to drop all the links, right? I want you to say them
Yes.
out loud. I want you to drop them in the chat, right? Say them out loud for anybody who watches the replay. We want to know how to sign up. We want to know how to get our daughters and nieces and
Yes.
nephews.
Tracy wants the kit.
Right?
She said,
All the
Yes.
kids.
Tracy wants the kit already. She already in the
Yes.
chat. She's like,
Yeah,
I
Tracy
need a
said she
kit. I
wants
know
the kit.
Tracy.
Yes.
But we definitely want to know all of the how-tos, right? How often do you host the camps?
I host my camps twice a month. So I have one coming up this weekend. It's over the weekend, and I have another one coming up during the week. So I try to do them on the weekends because that's when kids are available, and I try to organize them on like break. So this Monday, I believe, is President's Day, so I have one coming then. I have one coming in March. I'm also looking forward to traveling with my braid camp. I have only taken it out of Atlanta once in October. I am from Newport News, Virginia, so I did a special one there, which was really like fun and exciting to be back at home. And so I'm looking forward to traveling with it. So I have like a little thing going on in my Instagram, which is Braids by Kayba, and I have people putting comments for where they want me to come. And so I'm having a 24-hour kind of like exciting thing, like drop where you want me to come, and whatever has the highest is where I'm going to be on April 13th and 14th. So I'm getting like my feet wet and traveling and taking it all over.
And just think about, I think about like the theme birthday parties, right?
Yep.
Like, how cool would that be to have Kayba come and
Yes.
teach us how to braid with Braid Camp, make a weekend of it with our friends.
Yes.
I see that being, like a preteen thing. That is so awesome.
Exactly. I do adult braid camps. I have one coming up in March. March 2nd, I'm doing the adult version of the braid camp where you can come and spend 5 hours and just learn how to do all the skills. I'm looking forward to, I've done a mommy and me class, so moms can come with their daughters to, have something different to bond with each other. And they can also both learn those skills, or maybe it's just focused on the daughter and you're supporting her. So there are lots of different like scenarios for the reasons why they came to the mommy and me class, but it was so great. It was great.
Very, very nice. I'm going to connect you, Kayba, to, there's a wonderful founder. Her company is called Crown Hunt. And she's created this the tech around when you're in another city, or this is at least how it started.
Oh, okay.
She's evolved into so much now, but it started with like if I'm visiting Atlanta, right, and I'm looking for someone to do my, or better yet, if I'm visiting Idaho, right, and maybe the people who would know my texture of hair are not readily available in Idaho, right?
Right.
No, y'all live in Idaho, but we all know.
Yes.
Idaho is what people look like me, right? Her tech allows us to find that stylist, right? But what she's also done to evolve the business is made education key, because it also is a place where stylists can get their continuing education credits and all of that. But just the whole network, that ecosystem that she's built, I think you would be a perfect person to speak to her, because she may be able to get you into connection with some networks, right, that could help you broaden this. Because I think there's a whole nother niche here with you talking about, working with the babies and helping them kind of get educated in this area. So I'm going to make that connection.
Thank you so much. I would appreciate that.
I think this is absolutely.
Shout out to Newport News. I used to live in Northern Virginia, and I know
Really?
a lot of people in Newport News.
Yes.
So, and now I'm in Savannah, so I'm down the street from you.
Gotcha.
3 hours down the street.
Yes.
Very, very nice. What do you need?
What do I need?
Yeah, so we're a community of supporters. We love the Black founder. If what do you need, right? Like to help your business get to the next level, what is it that you're looking for personally that could help you?
I think for the next level, like I said, I am transitioning from a career field that was very laid out for me as far as like teaching. I know what to do. I think for me, I'm kind of looking for help and support with the business aspect of it all, like how to run a sustainable, like functioning business. So in simple words, that's just, I would love a business mentor or something in that way, or business support.
Yes. Very good. I've got another connection. Her name is Shantae Lene, and she is in Atlanta. She is very immersed into the entrepreneur community. So
Mhm.
that's another one I'll make. She really works with
See.
branding and some
Mhm.
marketing. She's built like this amazing network. And like every other month, she does this networking event where she brings entrepreneurs together
I
and
love
really
that.
gives tools and all kind of resources. So that's
Yeah.
another one I'll just make.
Yes.
Very good. So Miss Beulah says, she says, I've studied hair for over 39 years. I
Mhm.
learned you have a she said, I learned you have a cosmetology license to do braiding and teach braiding. Did
Mhm.
did I miss that you are a cosmetologist?
No, I'm not. So in Georgia, you don't have to have a cosmetology license in order to do braiding. So I am not a cosmetologist. That is something that I've thought about, but for where I am now, I'm not.
Which I think it's good that they don't require that. That was what
Mhm.
I remember. I'm in Kentucky, and I
Mhm.
feel like I remember when it started to be required because like
Mhm.
the stylists were up in arms, right?
Right.
People were like, I've been braiding hair for 39 years, right?
Uh-huh.
It's like now all of a sudden I need a license to do what I know how to do. And because you're not
Uh-huh.
licensed with chemicals or anything like that,
Mhm.
they were up in arms like, why? And they felt like it was a money grab from the state with the
Mhm.
license. Uh,
Right.
so I think it's required here in Kentucky, but it wasn't always. I vaguely
Mhm.
remember like my stylist kind of saying, oh, the community is going crazy over this new rule. So
Right.
that's interesting that some states do things, differently than others.
Different. And I have had a few girls who are in cosmetology school who want to learn how to braid because that is something that's missing from like their curriculum in some places, or it doesn't go as in depth. So they've used my class as sort of like a supplement to what they're learning so they can have a wide range of styles that they offer.
Ooh, that's another arm of
I'm about
revenue.
to say that's another offering
That's
is that they
another
go into
revenue
the
for you, source for you to go to those schools, right? All the Paul Mitchell
Yes.
of the world, right? And
Mm-hmm.
go there and say, listen, this is something you can create a curriculum for them that maybe they could even, virtually, right? Have
Yes.
people get you that part of your curriculum accredited so
Mm-hmm.
that now you can market your virtual classes to their students so that they can
For
get a certain
sure.
amount of hours to cover that.
Yes.
Ooh, girl.
Yes,
Absolutely.
it's so many different avenues. I'm so glad that we're having this conversation because it's like reinvig. I'm already excited about different things, but it just every time I talk about it, I'm like, there's so many different avenues and so many
Yeah.
different things that I'm like able to do.
This
When
is
I came across you on Instagram, because that's where I found you, it
Mhm.
instantly, I read the article, I think it was one of the Black News or something that had you featured in it. And then I went to your Instagram and I was just like marveled by the whole thing. But I'm like, a
Thank you.
camp was so interesting to me. And I thought to myself, how awesome to be taught. That was the whole point. Like, how do you teach
Mhm.
somebody how to do something? And the fact that you were a teacher and you're leveraging that skill, because I do think that teachers get boxed into things
Yes.
that don't really suit them in the sense like teaching in itself is a skill, but then you
Mhm.
apply it to whatever nature that you're doing. And so that you have that as the core competency, I think is taking you to these heights because teaching is such an important skill. I think we all forget that it's not just the doing of the thing, it's the being able
Mhm.
to give it to other people. That truly is where the business grows. So I do applaud you for that. And I love, like I said, your Instagram, I put it in the chat. It's just amazing to see the little girls and they're just so happy. And I see your adult classes and everybody's just having a good time. And I'm always like, I need to go learn to braid and I'm not cutting my hair. So there's nothing I can do with this, ma'am. So you're just going to have to give me a doll or something so I can practice. So I'll learn to braid.
I
Yes.
love
Thank you so much.
said, I love how you said that you always wanted to teach and you wanted to own your own school, right? One day.
Mhm.
Still possible for you,
It
right?
is.
It absolutely is. And it's so, we have these childhood dreams and desires,
Mhm.
and we think they're going to look one way, and they end up being completely the same dream, but
Yep.
they look differently, right?
Yes.
And to be open to what that evolution and that transformation of the dream can be. I love that
Yeah.
you're open to that, right?
Mhm.
That is really, I think, telling of your character, that you have
Mhm.
left yourself wide open to say, I put these things together that I love how to do.
Yeah.
and I'm making a go at it. I'm making a really, really good, profitable business from it.
Mm-hmm.
And you're enriching lives in the process, right? So I can
Absolutely.
wait till I see like Kayba hair braiding studio, right?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That is the goal, because like you said, I've thought about that as well. I've always wanted to run my own school. It just will look a little bit different. And I think my journey through education has allowed me to like welcome that transition, like welcome what it will look like in a different space. And so I'm excited to be able to have my own school in a sense. It may not look like the traditional like setting, but it's going to be just as meaningful, for some people. It'll be just as pivotal in their life as, and I can still be that teacher. I can still be Miss Brooks. It's just going to look different, like as far as what I'm teaching. And so I'm looking forward to the day that Braids by Kayba has its own studio here and in other places too. So I'm definitely excited, and I'm so glad to have talked to you ladies tonight.
And this is wonderful. And when you start to expand and you get into the franchising, honey, come back to
I'm
this
about to say we're
investor
gonna have the whole
right?
nother. We're gonna have a
We
whole
like to
nother
raise the money for
conversation.
the cat for the fund for the
Yes.
founders. So
Yes.
Miss Beulah says you cannot just market Black folks, but because we have Black and white children, the white mother parent does not know how. Go to the Black ones as well. Absolutely.
And I have had a white person come before who had foster children and was looking to learn how to braid. And I was like, that's a whole other community of people who are interested in braiding to be able to, have their kids with the hairstyles, or maybe like the in-between, in the same way that all mothers are looking forward to. So yeah.
Yeah, very nice to those foster moms and any adoptive parents also. We as parents, the goal is to get better, acquire the skills you need so that you can raise good humans and responsible humans and happy, loving humans. And so much goes into our hair, right? How the world sees us, whether it's right or wrong, right? We don't have to debate that, but people see us and they make assumptions about us based on appearance. And hair is a huge part of that. So shout out to all the moms that are trying to learn, right? So their kids don't get bullied or teased or those things, or don't they look in the mirror and don't see that they look beautiful themselves, don't feel beautiful themselves. And so I love from that standpoint also the self-esteem that's being built, right? Let's not gloss over that. Some strong women will be built because you're teaching little girls how to believe that they are beautiful, because they absolutely are, right?
Absolutely.
So I love that as well.
Also empowering those parents. I think parents do feel some level of angst if they can't help their children. Like, it's like, oh my goodness, I'm bad because I can't do my child's hair, when they just don't know, and they shouldn't be scorned for that. Or, they feel like, why is your child's hair looking crazy? I mean, we have, Gabrielle Union has, somebody dealt with her, like, your child's hair is funky. It's like, how are you going to tell somebody that their child looks unkept or whatnot? So I do think that that's level of empowerment that you're cycling through everybody, that everybody gets a chance to look and feel and to be helpful in the beauty of who we are and of what we have.
Absolutely. And I think another piece that I love about the braid camp that I didn't mention, like outside of the skills that I learned and of course the empowerment, are the bonds that are created within like the community of the girls who are there. I think a lot of times, like school, you may find your community there through sports, but I've had so many girls who are like, their parents are like, my daughter is introverted, or or even the girls will say like, I didn't think I would have this much fun, or I didn't think I would talk to other people. Like, I enjoy when they get the skill, but I also love at the end when they don't want to leave, or everybody, those moments when everybody's just talking and I see two girls like helping each other out braid, or they're setting up their own group chat, and you know what I mean? I'm like, this is what it's about, because one day they'll continue to talk to each other and maybe watch each other's journey and see, oh, she became a braider, or this, or maybe you just felt like I came out of my shell at some point. And it's just beautiful to see their bonds and their own growth within themselves in a space that's been like created just for them. So it's very nice.
That's what you make lifelong friends through camp. I didn't go to camp, so I won't know, but I always dreamt about going to camp. That's maybe what you do. You have a friend for life because you went to this amazing experience.
Exactly.
That's a very good point, Talisha. I didn't go to camp either. My sister did, though. No, I got questions on why my sister got to go and I didn't.
I'm saying we all better than we all.
That's a debate for another day. But But she does have still lifelong friends from that experience because you do it's one of those things. I mean, you spend, a weekend, a week or 6 weeks, whatever the case is with people and you develop friendships at an age where friendship is special,
It
right?
is.
It's that developing of relationships without any biases and without, any you ain't been hurt yet by a friend. So you're still so
Right.
open to it, right? I love that. I absolutely love that.
Now, I have a question for you with regard to the tools that you use. So I always find it interesting. Like there's all those tools that they use, and I don't even know what to call them, so I'm not even going to try it. Did you ever think about making your own tools?
I have. I don't, it's not on the docket like right now for me to do, but I've definitely thought about it, especially in terms of when we were mentioning the kit, like having my own sort of branded materials to be in the kit. And it not only could be something that I could have for my classes, but it could be something that braiders, all over could get. Or if you're starting to braid, oh, I'm going to get this braider's kit, or it could be a gift for someone, and it could be my own like branded materials.
That's
very, very good.
Miss Tawana has gone to China recently to source items. And so she has been amazing at this thing. And we had an individual that came about sourcing those kind of products. So if there's something that we can help you with regard to sourcing those tools, we will be more than happy to help you.
Yeah, they are definitely out there. And one of the things last month, I actually just realized from my timeline, it's been 30 days since I came back from the trip. And the vendors that I met were amazing. But when you think and you hear made in China, those words never meant as much to me as they did when I was there and I saw the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of products. Like everything is there.
Yeah.
And the thing I learned the most was that all of those items, they also have the people who customize them there, right? So it's not uncommon to to have your own comb and brush set and your own everything, right? It's just like that's the expectation. I also didn't realize, and I don't know why, I guess maybe I was naive at this, but I think I assumed that more people actually made their products, right? So when we see products, I assume that they met with I don't even know what this is called, but some kind of plastic molder, right? To make this amazing comb. But they didn't. Like like 24 million combs on the rack in China, and they just put their logo on it. And it's like I was blown away at some of the simple stuff that I walked away really understanding, because I think I really thought somebody was hiring, what is it called, like a die caster and creating mold and getting the patent, and I thought that was what everybody was doing, and they absolutely are not. They're just finding
a color. They can color out the show and slap your logo on it
and customize.
And let me give you some custom boxes. Like that's what's happening. And it doesn't mean it's not a good product, right? It's still a good product. So, but I learned so much that I think the possibilities are endless.
Yes.
For what we can do, and I know for myself, I've been limiting myself in just even how I dream, right, and what I think is possible. And that trip did open up my mind to other options. That so many other people can take advantage of. So yeah, so when you're ready to start sourcing vendors and all that stuff, I made some really great connections that we'd be more than happy to share.
Yes, thank
you.
you.
Tell us all about the house. I want the website, all the things. Tell us all the things.
So, I guess I could probably put it in the chat right now. The main way to access me is through Instagram. It is, thank you so much. It's Braids by Kayba, Kayba. That is where you will see all of the different like classes that on there you'll see my social media, but when you click the link that's in my bio, you'll see all the different like offerings for my classes, whether it's one-on-one, virtual, any braid camps that are coming up. I am in the process of creating a website, so that will be coming very soon. I don't have it yet, but that is where you can see all the things that I have in the works. And then also on my Instagram, there are some pinned different posts that can help you to determine what class is best for you. And then also just some general FAQs that are helpful when deciding like when to come to braid camp or which class like will be most beneficial.
Very nice.
That's
Okay, well, I don't know that I've thought about braiding hair in 20, 30 years. You made me want to learn. Like you made me,
Yes.
I'm gonna click on the Instagram page and
Let's
see how
go.
Yes.
I want to do it. Like
Yes.
I never felt like I could. Like I never felt like that was something I could ever be good at. And I feel, you know, how some people like they want to learn how to swim or skate and all,
Mhm.
you know, because they never were able to do it. Braiding for me is
Yes.
one of those things. As I'm talking to you, I'm kind of having some PTSD
Yes.
on all those whack hairstyles I had because
Uh-oh.
I didn't know what I was doing.
Right.
I'm still
Well,
gonna be
come. I
Valerie
would
Simpson in
love
some
to have
life.
y'all.
I'm gonna get there.
This
Yes.
is really cool. I love it. Talisha, thank you for finding Kayba.
I love her. I told you, as soon as I
Yes.
saw it, I was like, I have to talk to you. I probably blew up your little DM. I'm so sorry, but I was
No,
like,
and I'm
please.
so glad that you did. I'm so glad that you did. I've been telling, I'm like, yeah, I signed up for this thing in like November. And I was like, I'm gonna do it.
No, we
So
want
I'm
Go
glad
along
that
with
this
you.
happened. This has been a great conversation. And it's definitely, like I said, it got my wheels turning again. I'm ready to grab my planner and like start writing
Oh, look at
some
you.
more things.
anytime. I
And
mean, feel free to join our Facebook group and our IG too.
yes,
We're
let
the
me
Black
write it
10K
down.
Project because we, you know, we are on Monday night is when we kind of teach the wealth building strategies, and then Tuesday we do the deal flow where we show the founders that are raising capital. But
Mhm.
even and we stream those live in our Facebook group. But even those sessions, we, you know, at some point you're going to be ready to raise money.
Yes.
And we want to be right here with you, supporting you along the way. I'm telling you, I see the franchise of schools. This is necessary. This is wonderful.
Yeah, I think it's
Thank you.
absolutely amazing. Like I said, I want to go to a camp. That's my
Yes.
objective. I just want to go to the camp because I'm going. So Tawana,
You
you can
are.
come with me. I'm
I
coming.
love this. Yeah, I love everything about this. And even for the little boys, right?
Mhm.
Who are amazing at doing hair. And sometimes there's
Mhm.
this, you know,
Let's go,
stigma put
Tracy.
on them that they shouldn't be, you know, doing it.
Mhm.
This is the perfect outlet for them also to get that education, right? To get the skills that they need without, you know, possibly being teased or, you know,
Mhm.
I love everything about what this stands for. Wow.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Congratulations, sis. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies.
You're very well. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. And Miss Tracy's like, we are going. So now
Yes, I
you're
saw.
gonna have a
Yes,
little
I would love to
10K
have y'all.
class with all of us, and you're gonna be like, where all these old ladies come from? And
No, when I tell you, it's every age. I've taught every age. I promise you, and I have 100%. You're gonna learn how to cornrow when you come. Don't even worry. I've never cornrowed. I've never even. No, you will learn. I promise.
I'm ready.
I promise.
I'm ready too. I think I'm ready.
We are.
Yes.
We can
Well,
ready have a braid camp in a season.
Exactly.
We're gonna take that little picture because every time the camps, I always see the little pictures outside. That's
The
what I
picture
want.
at the
I want
end, yes.
us all outside with our little camps. So
Yes.
let's do it.
Oh, this is wonderful. Okay, but thank you so much for joining us. Thank you really for, you know, we really believe here at the 10K Project that there's nothing more valuable than the giving of one's time. And the fact that you took time out of your life to give us a little bit of it means the world to us. So thank you so much to the moms out there watching this. Take advantage of this for yourselves, for your children. This is absolutely wonderful. This is one of those things we talk about, like the kids being able to make their own money. And like, this is that thing, parents. Like, this is that thing. This is it. The lemonade stand is cute, but this, this is that thing.
Yes.
They can put that
Lifelong
money
skill.
away and take care of yeah. Oh, I'm thinking about the college dorm antics with the hair braiding.
Absolutely.
Help pay some of the expenses and or just having money in your pocket and not having
Exactly.
to run. Like this is big. So hopefully
Yes.
the parents are watching this. Alicia, I want to send this one not just to the email list, but I also want to go live with this one. I want to post this one in Facebook
Okay.
so that
Thank
everybody
Thank
can see.
you.
Yes.
Yeah, I want everybody to see this. This is wonderful, Seth. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you so much. And thank you, ladies, for having me. Like I said, I'm glad that something about my page or what you saw, like wanted for me to be a guest. And I just appreciate that. And I appreciate all of your affirmations and just like believing in what I have. So thank you, ladies, so much.
Very welcome. And
you
we
so
will be
very much.
making, Talisha, make sure you send me her email address so I can send her.
Yes, I will send you all the
Crown
information
Hut
for
and
Crown
the
Hunt.
Champagne.
Got
Sounds
it.
good.
And you'll
All
see
right.
me because I keep stalking you. So now you
Yes.
see me, you'll know what I'm
Yes,
clicking because I click
yes.
all of them. I'm like, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's nice.
Yes.
Oh, that's cute. It's like, who is this crazy person? Just keep at
No.
it everywhere she is. So I follow it.
Yeah.
So thanks for that. I love your IG.
Thank you so much.
To the community members, tomorrow's pitch is,
I gotta even look. I can't remember.
tomorrow's pitch is Louisiana. Yeah, I think he's Louisiana. Louisiana home cooking
Oh, yes.
done right. So
Apropos,
that's
because
the
tomorrow
teaser.
is Mardi Gras. So
Oh,
we'll
look
have-
at that. That was not planned.
yeah, that wasn't planned, but
That
yeah.
was not planned.
But yes, tomorrow will be Mardi Gras, so we will celebrate
Wonderful.
Louisiana
Okay.
key cooking.
So that's
Yes, look
tomorrow's
at that.
pitch. We've got a wonderful calendar of events. Please, for all of you, go to the10kproject.com, go to the events tab. You'll see what we've got lined up. Talisha, at some point, we've got to put this whole China conversation on the schedule, right? We got to book me for Monday.
Yes,
So
I gotta
talk
have
about
some,
it.
I'll have to, email you so you can
Check my
answer
availability.
me when I need you. She's, she ain't good at that. She just tells me stuff. I'll be like, can I have 5 seconds to put you down on the email list, please?
Let's do it. Let's do it. Because I really
All right.
want to talk more about that. This is great. This is really, really great. Okay, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you all tomorrow live for the pitch. We're going to post this and email it out because I really want everybody to see this. Guys, go to Kayba's Instagram page. If you're looking for birthday presents for your nieces, for your nephews, this is something that's going to be a really cool gift. Something different, right? They don't need another toy. Trust me, they don't. They need life skills. They do not need another toy. And this is something that I think is going to be really, really cool and fun and different, right? They get to talk to their friends about it. So this is great. So let's support this sister and continue to lift her up. This is a nice journey she's going on. So let's keep her in our prayers as well. All right,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Have a
Everybody have a
wonderful
good night.
evening.
Thank
Bye.
you.